it's Nadie Mitchell, your certified sexual health educator and intimacy coach, and this is part 2 of how I became a pure romance consultant. So I was talking in the last video that I had started going to pure romance parties. The shy, naive girl who thought they were ORG wise was finally going to pure romance parties and having so much fun because, one, the products were fun, great, they smell good, tasted good, did what they were supposed to do, and I learned all about this fun little thing right here. So if you don't know what this is, go ahead and check out the previous video and check it out. Anyways, so I was going to these parties. I was currently selling Mary Kay. So if you need a Mary Kay consultant, these products are amazing. The skincare works fantastic. I've been using it since I was like 10 years old. I have a consultant for you. She's my mom. Anyways, I was selling Mary Kay products, and if you didn't see the first video, I was very naive. I was taught to be ashamed of sex. It was something that you really saved for your long-term partner or marriage or whatever, but there's no education past that. And me and my mom were going to these vendor events to sell a Mary Kay because I was her little helper. And she would see the pure romance consultants and be like, oh my gosh, how do they go home at night and tell their parents that they sell pure romance? Although she always agreed that their shave cream was freaking amazing. So she was a big supporter of the shave cream. All right, so meanwhile, I am working at a restaurant. Surprise, surprise. I think I've worked at like 50 plus restaurants in my life. And I was working at this restaurant and I was selling Mary Kay. And this other girl, she was a pure romance consultant. And, you know, I have my reservations about selling the product. I love going to the parties because my wish list, you know, is like this long. And I'm a broke college student, so I can afford this much. And, you know, I'm curious because, you know, I see what she's doing. I see the money that she's making. And, you know, she gives me the info. And I'm like, you know, but I couldn't sell that because back then her commission was 30%. And actually, if you join right now as an affiliate plus, you do get a 30% commission, which is pretty freaking amazing. But back then, she was making a 30% commission. And with Mary Kay, I was making a 50% commission. Excuse me, that was a weird burp. Anyways, so I was like, oh, you know, I can't give up my 50% commission. But she was like, you know, how much did you sell this week? And I was like, ooh, at a really good week, I'll sell $100. Like if I can sell a skincare set, that's $100, give or take. And she's like, okay, well, I do like a party or so, and I usually average about $1,000 per week. So take your 50% of $100 and take 30% of $1,000 if you're really bad at math. That was $50 compared to $300. And I was like, okay, math talks to me, and I started getting more interested. So I remember she invited me over to hang out one time or something, and we went over the details of becoming a consultant. I mean, it sounded good. I was watching this other consultant as well, and she was living a pretty good life. She had recently had a boob job. Not that I really was thinking about it at the time, but, you know, like knowing someone that actually was able to go and have one, she was having, like, you know, nice cars, nice boats, nice houses, nice furniture. And as a broke college student, that was enticing to me. And plus she was having fun and looked like she was having fun. And the products looked like a lot of fun. So I'm like, okay, this could be something really easy to sell because, you know, like every time I go to a party, my friends are like, oh, I dropped a couple $100. And I'm like, you couldn't buy Mary Kay from me, but you could easily buy bedroom accessories. But I mean, it's all about priorities. So after that conversation, my only, you know, roadblock was money. I think the kit was like around $300 or so at the time. There was 3 kits back in the day. And I decided to I got the cheapest one because I was a broke college student. So I borrowed the money from my boyfriend at the time. He became my ex-boyfriend shortly afterwards. And I did pay him back. But I borrowed the money from my boyfriend, and yeah, And side note, 50 Shades of Grey was also really popular at the time, so I was reading these books and getting my fantasies really going. So having these products on hand for myself and getting it at a discount was also very intriguing to me. All right, now I will be completely honest with you. I have fallen off the Pure Romance bandwagon. I've had good months with Pure Romance. I've had bad months with Pure Romance. But you know what the factor was every single time? It was myself. So when I put the effort and the work into my business, I can really see it pay out. So, what I've accomplished with Pure Romance in the past, let's see, I joined technically back in March of 2014. I rejoined back in March of 2016, and that's what I go for my anniversary date. But since joining Pure Romance, I was able to pay off my debts. I was completely debt-free 2 weeks before I got married. Don't worry, I racked up debt again with a husband and 2 kids. So working to pay that off. But I was debt-free for my wedding. A lot of my wedding was paid for with Pure Romance. I was able to leave my corporate job even in the middle of COVID. Bought my childhood home. Currently working on renovating it, hopefully sooner than later, because I would like to turn it into an Airbnb for Packer games, because I am in Green Bay, Packer County, and I think this would be a very great revenue while we travel. And yeah, we love to travel. I would like to build a dream home one day, so I put that architecture degree to use. And yeah. And now I am a work-at-home mom. I have 2 small children. I have a 4-year-old son and a 16, 17-month-old, depending on when you're watching this video, little girl. And they keep me very busy. My sister is actually watching them right now while she has the day off. So I'm getting a little bit of work done while she has them. And I work when I can. I work around my kids' schedules, or sometimes I work at night when my husband gets home and I have to give up a little bit of family time during the night time so I can get some work done. But you know what? It's also mom's getaway time. When I go to parties and stuff, it is my escape from my family, my kids, because even though I love them dearly, I need that escape. Wouldn't you agree if you are a mom as well? You want to know what's a really fun part of my job? Is when I'm working, I'm providing content. I'm writing these fun, spicy articles that are educating, entertaining, and they help to spice up my personal life as well. So yeah, that's my story of how I got started as a Pure Romance consultant. Now, if you like any of my story, or if any part of it resonated with you, or you just like the content and want to follow along for fun, educational stuff, make sure to hit that like button and follow along. Now you have an amazing day while I go off to record some content for you guys, okay? Bye!